Hi, my name is Angelica Alvarado, and I will be focusing on one approach of data collection, which is interviews. And the purpose of our interviews are to gather detailed perceptual information, which is a qualitative research forum. Interviews are usually discussions on a one-on-one basis between the interviewer and an individual, meant to gather information on a specific set of topics. And interviews can be conducted in person, over the phone, and interviews differ based on the level of structure placed on the introduction. The two different types of interviews used to gather information on specific topics are called preset interview and free-flowing interview. A preset interview is a list of questions asked in preset order. So question 1, question 2, then question 3, and so on. This is simple to carry out and to record. The second form is free-flowing interview, and this is more of an organic, natural conversation flow, commonly used by experienced interviewers and requires practice to adequately address the questions in a time allotted interview. Interviews can be used in a primary gathering metadata to collect information from individuals about their own practices, beliefs, opinions, past or present behaviors, and their experiences. The strengths and advantages of having interviews is that you get a further detailed information on the how and the why. And this allows opportunities for the respondent to offer suggestions throughout the interview, and the interviewer or the researcher may also have a deeper understanding of the issues from various perspectives. And interviews also build a trust between the interviewer and the participant. Some drawbacks from interviews consist of time for the interviewer and respondent. You are limited in time, so you have to be very specific on what kind of questions or what the purpose of your interview could be. Another difficulty is in analyzing the results and the data, since it's difficult to analyze and quantify your interview, and interviews must be trained in the process. And you might also have a drawback when it comes to accurately recording your responses without having any bias on the subject or issue or topic. A scholar would use the approach in order to gain detailed information on views, experiences, beliefs, and motivations. And a scholar might want to use an interview in order to understand the deeper understanding of how or the why of an issue. And it can also be utilized to resolve seemingly conflicting information. And interviews allow you to explore sensitive topics where participants may not want to talk about such issues in a group environment. A research that conducted interviews was done in 1997 by Harrell and Miller, and they were able to conduct research after law opened for occupations in the military for women. And they were able to interview a unit of 14 selected um, units of leadership roles. And the interviews allowed them to analyze different examples of how leaders were able to perceive and handle gender issues. Now, this project was successful only because of the mix of data collection, of interviews, and focus group. Now, this means that not one is more important than the other, but making sure that you hold both of them as valuable so that you can get a good amount of quantifiable results in the quality. quantity and quality of results. Another example that demonstrated the interview process was at my school site and school district. They had interviewed various teachers and asked them to be part of the math committee and pilot very new Common Core math curriculum. They chose Everyday Math, Expressions, and Engage New York. And teachers were asked very specific questions, and their feedback was a great component for the program evaluation for the math curriculum. Overall, interviews are important, and in order to get a quantifiable information, interviews can be used and utilized in connection with focus groups. Thank you.